at this event here for unveiling of the replica or the model.
नेशनल पे आएगा कि सर इसका कब आएगा कल
It was also a solemn occasion since 18th December marked the 61st anniversary of Operation Vijay, the tri-service operation that led to Goa's liberation. Something that is etched into my steel that resonates deeper with my commissioning as INS Mormugao.
The year was 1947. India was finally free.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Yet the territories of Goa, Diu and Daman were continuing under 450 years of oppressive Portuguese rule. As India rose as a free nation, liberating these territories became a national priority. India chose diplomacy to resolve the issue with the Portuguese government. A resolution was attempted through negotiations in a non-violent manner. But the Portugal government remained steadfast and refused to surrender the territories. Meanwhile, the voices for Goa's independence grew louder across the country. An organized and dedicated anti-colonial movement emerged across Goa. But Portugal continued to disregard India's and United Nations pleas. In October 1961, Prime Minister Nehru declared, the time had come to consider afresh what method should be adopted to free Goa. In November 1961, the first shots of Goa liberation were fired, ironically at sea by the Portuguese. On 17 November 1961, an unarmed Indian passenger boat, Sabarmati, was fired upon by the Portuguese garrison on Anjadeep Island, resulting in injuries to the chief engineer. A week later, the garrison again provoked India by firing upon a group of fishing boats, killing a fisherman and injuring 4 others. By December, the situation had reached a boil, and India's patience had run out. Continuance of Goa under Portuguese rule is an impossibility, stated the Prime Minister as India launched Operation Vijay to liberate the territories on 18th December 1961. The Indian Navy, headed by Admiral R.D. Katari, was quick to respond to the situation. The Navy put together a formidable task force under Rear Admiral B.S. Soman, the flag officer commanding Indian fleet. The task force was deployed off the 3 territories, operating in concert with the Indian Army and the Indian Air Force. Goa was the center of gravity of the entire operation. Although intelligence indicated presence of 3 Portuguese warships off Goa, the only warship present in Mormugao harbor was Alphonse de Albuquerque. Incidentally, the warship derived its name from the first Governor-General of Portuguese territories in India in the 16th century. The ship had been supporting the Portuguese forces by undertaking radio communications with Lisbon. This was because Portuguese radio facilities over land had been destroyed by the Indian Air Force. She was also supporting the Anjadeep garrison, which was to see action later. At noon on 18th December, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral R.D. Katari, signaled Betwa, the task force commander of Goa. Capture me, a Portuguese frigate, please. Albuquerque was at anchorage inside Mormugao harbor, getting ready to sail. The task force immediately shaped course into Mormugao harbor at best speed. With a signal to Albuquerque, surrender or I open fire. It might be of interest that Mormugao then was an unknown harbor. When Albuquerque did not surrender, an avalanche of broadsides followed from the 4.5-inch guns of the task group. The very second broadside was a direct hit, injuring Albuquerque's captain and incapacitating several others. The task force continued pounding Albuquerque as she attempted to leave harbor and mingle among ships at anchorage. For over 10 minutes, Albuquerque was continually hit, and soon huge flames were visible midship. She soon turned towards Mormugao harbor, hoisted the white flag, and surrendered by beaching herself. The Navy's resolute action off Mormugao harbor had badly shaken the edifice of the Portuguese rule in India. As the Army and Air Force continued its operations to take over Goa, Navy had one more formidable task: the capture of Anjadeep Island. In the early hours of 18th December, Trishul and Mysore pounded the Portuguese garrison on the Anjadeep Islands in preparation of the landing. In an act of perfidy, the Portuguese garrison hoisted the white flag indicating surrender. Shortly thereafter, the first wave disembarked from Trishul, led by Lieutenant Arun Odetto, as the second wave, led by Senior Commissioned Gunner Noel Kelman, was closing the island.
On behalf of Vice Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, the Flag Officer Commanding in Chief Western Naval Command, may I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Pramod Sawant, the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, for gracing us on this occasion. Sir, the unveiling of the 30-feet model of the ship would go a long way in forging a deeper connect between the ship, her crew, and indeed the entire Navy with the administration, people, and the very spirit of Goa. May I extend a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries and esteemed guests present here this evening. Shri Rohan Khonte, the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Admiral Arun Prakash, former Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Davle, Vice Admiral Ajit, former Commanders-in-Chief, Rear Admiral Shikhande, Shri Sankalp Amonkar, MLA Mormugao, Shri Krishna Salkar, MLA Vasco, Shri Girish Borkar, Chairperson Mormugao Municipal Council, esteemed veterans, eminent citizens from various walks of life across Goa, commanding officers, officer in charges, members of the media, and several other guests who have joined us this evening. Today's day is momentous for a number of reasons. It's not just because Shri Amitabh Bachchan has joined the Mumbai Indians today, but also because it was on this day that last year that this magnificent grey Ferrari was commissioned. The Honorable Chief Minister, along with the Honorable Governor, had kindly consented to be the guests of honor at the commissioning ceremony at Mumbai. Your presence then, sir, had served to reassure us of the vote of confidence that we have of the Goa administration. As we celebrate Mormugao's first birthday, I do not think that my crew, me and my crew, the proud plank owners of this platform, could have asked for a more befitting opportunity than to engage with our namesake port and her people. Today's day is also momentous for two other reasons. 18 December was the D-Day of Operation Vijay in 1961 that led to the liberation of Goa. Indeed, the commissioning of the warship on this day was planned with such an enduring connection in mind. This evening is also the eve of the Goa Liberation Day and fills us with pride to partake in the celebration, to be one with Goa's spirit, figuratively and literally. I would not steal the thunder of my MCs any further, who would elaborate on these elements as the evening's program, conceptualized around these themes, progresses. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. Without further ado, over to the MCs.
Salute to our Navy, Navabharati, Navabharati, Navabharati. Salute to our Navy. हम हैं देश के सागर प्रहरी सक्षम तत्पर, देश की रक्षा करते हैं सागर में रह गए। हम हैं देश के सागर प्रहरी सक्षम तत्पर, देश की रक्षा करते हैं सागर में रह गए। जल थल वायु साथ देंगे सदा हमारा, हर पल अपना बीतेगा जय भारत कहकर। जल थल वायु साथ देंगे सदा हमारा, हर पल अपना बीतेगा जय भारत कहकर। नव भारती, नव भारती, नव भारती। Salute to our Navy, Navabharati, Navabharati, Navabharati. Salute to our Navy. लिखेंगे सागर की लहरों पर शौर्य की गाथा, बना रहेगा दिल से गोवा से अपना नाता। लिखेंगे सागर की लहरों पर शौर्य की गाथा, बना रहेगा दिल से गोवा से अपना नाता। देश की रक्षा करेंगे डटकर हर दुश्मन से, देश की रक्षा करेंगे डटकर हर दुश्मन से। गूंज उठेगा सागर भारत के वैभव से। I want everybody to sing now with me. Can you stop here? 1 minute. Can you sing Navabharati? Yeah, so I will sing Navabharati. 1, 2, Navabharati. Okay? So Navabharati, 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 Navabharati. Everybody come on! Navabharati, Navabharati. Salute to our Navy, Navabharati, Navabharati, Navabharati. Salute to our Navy. जल थल वायु साथ देंगे सदा हमारा, ऐसा बीतेगा जब भारत कह गए। जल थल वायु साथ देंगे सदा हमारा, हर पल अपना बीतेगा जय भारत कह गए। जय भारत कह गए, जय भारत कह गए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत शुक्रिया। I love my Navy. I'm there with my heart, soul and my life for them. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Association with the port of Mormugao and the deep connect between the state of Goa and the Indian Navy, something that this day also celebrates and commemorates.
Let me now acquaint you with the ship by a few. city of Mormugao and the state of Goa.
So, what's in a date? A lot. If you have a date with such resonant symbolism as we have today. 18th December is not just another date in the calendar, but a date with history in many ways. It was on 18th of December that INS Mormugao was commissioned last year. Today marks our first Tri-Services Operation Vijay, which began in 1961, which eventually led to Goa's liberation. The Navy played a crucial role in it, along with the to know that Goa was the first to get colonized by the Portuguese in 1510 AD and the last to become independent in 1961. To reiterate a few administrative notes for the ceremony. May I request all guests to kindly for the nation, Goa's liberation sounded the death knell for colonialism in India and heralded a resurgence of a truly independent and confident nation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Kapil Bhatia, the commanding officer of